Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. This week it is my birthday, hence the intro. And so I thought I would do something special for my birthday. I turned 19 today, whoop whoop. Not a very big birthday, but still, I made it another year. So I thought I'd go through 19 mistakes that I've made in my life that I have learnt from, because I thought it'd be interesting for you guys to see what mistakes I've made, and I thought it'd just be fun to share. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I feel a bit of a mess today. I've just finished work, hence my work clothes and the glasses, because I've been wearing my glasses all day. But I hope you guys can look past that and listen to the mistakes I've made in my life. So I've got them on my phone. I've been writing them down for the past week of mistakes that I've made that I have learnt from. So mistake number one is one that we have all made. I can guarantee it. If you wear makeup, you have made this mistake. Everyone has. You possibly still are. If you don't think you've made the mistake, you might have made it right now. If you look at yourself, you might have this mistake on your face. Not colour matching your foundation correctly to your skin tone. I am known for this. I have had some terrible experiences with matching my foundation, especially with that orange line that goes right around here. When I was at secondary school, I didn't have the money to go out and buy expensive foundation. So my shade range was like one colour that didn't match and another colour that didn't match, and if you mix them they kind of matched. So you still had that foundation line, you used to blend it all the way down your neck and you still end up with a line somewhere, and then everything else would go on top and you just look a hot mess. So I guarantee everyone has made that mistake. If you have, like this video, because I can guarantee everyone will have made that. Mistake number two, and I'll show you a picture of this one. Bleaching my hair at home to the point where I had white blonde hair and it did not suit me. And I'll insert a picture here. This is what I look like. It's a hot mess. I look like an 80-year-old grandma, and I don't know why I did it, and it cost so much to get it fixed. So that was another mistake. So that's mistake number two. Full fringe. Now, it looks good at the time, but now I look back and I think it didn't look good, and also it was a pain to upkeep, because I'd like it like here, and as soon as it grew like a little bit, it was in my eyes, and that is like the worst thing. And you're like twisting it round the brush and drying it off, and if it didn't go right, you end up with like a big bouffant at the front of your head. I will insert another picture here, and if you guys want to see any of my videos, check out my channel. There are some videos from back when I had my full fringe. It just didn't look right with my face shape. I haven't really worked out what kind of hairstyle works in my face shape, but a full fringe definitely wasn't one of them. I'm glad I did it. I did it twice. There might be another picture here. If not, I'm just pointing at a wall. I did do it twice, so experimenting. I also did it when I had bleached hair, which looked even worse. I ended up looking even more like a 90-year-old granny. Adding a few more years onto my life, to be honest. Mistake number four that I made was doing my 2 college courses, because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing with my life and where I wanted to go. I kind of thought I wanted to go into the medical field, but when that didn't really look like I was actually going to reach it, I then decided I wanted to go into makeup. So I went and did an art course, and then I decided that that wasn't really the route I wanted to go down, because I could already do art. I didn't really need that route. I needed like some makeup course. So I started my online course, which unfortunately I'm going to have to let you guys know I've quit that. Unless you couldn't notice from my channel, I have not been uploading anything about that course apart from that one video where I did my life update, which I should have stuck to, but I just couldn't. Not that they were mistakes, but I didn't know at the time that they were going to be mistakes. Number 5, mistake, but I wanted the money at the time, doing 12-hour shifts at McDonald's. So if you haven't heard, I worked at McDonald's for about 1.5 years, and I used to do 12 till 12 shifts. Mostly because Callum used to do, I'll try and work it out, my brain's not working, a 4-12, and I used to do a 12-8. So then I go, oh, I could work those extra hours with Callum, because later in the evening it wasn't that busy, so I get more time with him. This is the hint of flirting, is spend as much time around them as you can. That's how I flirt. So I used to do 12 till 12, which ended up biting me in the bum, because I was so exhausted I had to have a month off work. But that's another story. But that was another mistake I made. And the money, I think on a 12-hour shift I did 88 hours in 2 weeks and I got £500. To put that into perspective, that was about £6.15 an hour, and that was on a pay rise. That was my pay rise. I started off on £6, and then one year I got like a little inflation, and the next year I got a 5p pay rise. So not amazing, but I did it because I wanted to be around Callum. Number 6. We're not even halfway through this video yet. Oh, number 6. Wearing lip gloss when it's windy outside. I spoke about this in my last video, the fact that your hair then sticks to your lip gloss and then you end up having to rip it off, and then you get bits of hair that's stuck and it ends up going up your face, and it's a big mistake I've made multiple times, to the point where I now don't wear lip gloss at all. I literally wear matte liquid lipsticks, and if you want to know the one I'm wearing today, this is the one from the Zoella X Colourpop collection, and I did a review on that collection on my channel on my last video, and I'll link that in the description box below if you want to go check that out. But yes, wearing lip gloss, big mistake I made quite a few times, and always end up with like lines, little lines like cat whiskers of lip gloss that was up my face where I tried to drag it off. Ugh, hated it. This is number 7. I've kind of lost count already. Number 7. Wearing black eyeliner in my waterline. I also spoke about this in my last video and also another video before, probably about 1,000,000 times. I cannot do eyeliner. I'll show you a picture of me with black eyeliner in my waterline here, and it's not a good look. I close up my eyes so much. I also don't have my glasses on, which looks even weirder, and I have quite like almond small shaped eyes, so adding black eyeliner to my waterline just closes up my eyes even more, especially when you've got black on the top of your eyes as well. It's not a good look. For certain eye shades it looks really nice, and if you don't go too much, if you just lightly smoke it out, it's nice. But if you wear it like this, it looks like a panda has been punched in the face and started crying. Not a good look. Not saying that if you like that look that it's wrong. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, makeup is about expressing who you are. So if you want to do that sort of look, that's completely up to you. Personally, I don't think it looks good on me. It just makes my eyes really tiny. Number 8. A big mistake I used to make all the time at school. Telling boys I had crushes on them was one of my worst mistakes I ever made, because it just bit you back in the bum. And people used to take the mick out of you, and they'd say, oh, you have a crush on me, and used to act like complete arseholes. Horrible people. They just act so smug and like all up themselves, but never actually said whether they actually liked you or not. They just kind of went along with the fact that you said that you liked them first. I did that so many times, and I did it to one boy in particular quite a few times. I'm not going to say his name. He probably won't watch this video anyway. No one really does. Shout out to the people that do. Thank you guys, to my 45 subscribers. But anyway, yes, telling boys I liked them was another mistake I made in my life. Now this one really gets on Callum's nerves, to the point where I think he wants to punch me in the face sometimes. And it is saying sorry for no reason. Like, if he hurts me, I'll say sorry, even though he was the one that hurt me. Like, if we're play fighting and I'm the one that gets hurt, I'd say sorry to him, and he'd turn around to me and go, why are you saying sorry? And I'd say, I don't know, because it's just an automatic response is to say sorry. And it's a big mistake I've made quite a few times, to the point where I think Callum has thought about breaking up with me. Not literally, I hope. Please tell me you haven't, Callum. But anyway, saying sorry too many times acts like you're guilty when you're not. It's just you being polite, but saying it too many times is suggesting to someone that you might be guilty, that there might be something there that you're guilty about. Try and not say sorry too many times. Sorry once for something that's actually your fault, that you actually need to say sorry for, yes. But if it's just some random thing and you don't have to say sorry for it, don't apologise for being you, but just don't say sorry all the time. I'm saying this to myself mostly. I'm talking to myself in the camera and I'm saying to myself, don't say sorry anymore. So if I say sorry in a video, comment it below and like tell me to stop saying sorry. Okay, this was a mistake that I made in my education that was influenced by my family, but not my family's fault. We had options that we had to choose in year 9, and one of the options was Latin or child development. I really wanted to do child development. My family wanted me to do Latin. So guess what I did? To please the family, I did Latin, and I regret it the whole way through. Latin looks a bit like this. This is the sort of thing I used to do, and it wasn't the most entertaining thing in the world. I used to be in a lot of detentions because I wasn't getting the grades. In my mock GCSE, I got a U, and in my actual GCSE, I got an E. I didn't even pass the exam, basically. I think in my mock, I just about wrote my name on the exam, which is not good. But I didn't like it at all. But there was no other option. If they put Latin or history, would have chosen history. I did history as well, but if that was like in the option group, because they're all separated up into groups, that would have been one of my options. We learn from our mistakes, and it's a good thing to have in my GCSEs, even if I didn't pass it. People don't always ask for the result you got, so you just say, oh yeah, I took Latin GCSE, and people think you're really smart. In reality, you failed it miserably and you end up in detention the whole time. But no one needs to know, apart from in this video, but hopefully no one watches this. This is one that I can guarantee, this is a very personal thing, I can guarantee everyone has had this and everyone has done this. And guess what it is? Eating too much Domino's. I always do it. I did it on Saturday. You thought it was going to be something really deep and meaningful, didn't you? No, it's eating too much food, which is everyone's downfall. Everyone eats too much food, especially me. You don't get this shape from eating no food. But yeah, I always eat too much Domino's and then I regret it later. But then the next time I Domino's, I'm like, oh yes, I could devour a large pizza. And I can only manage like half, not even half sometimes, and a few sides. But that is another mistake I've made in my life, and do I regret it? No. But it's a mistake I made and I probably won't learn from it. It will keep happening until I don't have Domino's anymore, which I don't think is ever going to happen. So it will just keep on happening. I'll keep you updated. Maybe we'll do a mukbang where I order a massive pile of Domino's and Callum and I sit here and eat it and just chat. That would be quite fun. Like this video and comment below if you want to see that. That would be an awesome video. Quitting swimming 8 years ago. So I did swimming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday every week for a good, I'm gonna say 6 years, 6, 7 years, something like that. Maybe less than that. I think I might be exaggerating. Maybe 4 or 5 years. Something like that. I used to do the gala squad, and then I got my diabetes, and that all went out the window. I couldn't do it anymore. I know people say you should exercise with diabetes. You should exercise in general, but at the time I couldn't control my diabetes enough to swim. Therefore, I decided that it was better to step away from swimming and focus on getting myself healthy, which ended up in me quitting swimming and not doing any exercise for quite a while. I've now got back into walking, but it meant I couldn't go back into my gala squad and I had to leave, which was really sad, and I miss it. I've missed my opportunity. Maybe if I was 3 years younger, because 19 is really old. I feel really old. A funny mistake I made that I think about all the time was I was sitting in my garden one day and I decided to get a little pot that used to hold like film, this pot here. And I decided to try and bring a creature that looked like this, a woodlouse, up into my bedroom without my parents knowing. Of course they're gonna know. They know I'm up to mischief. I don't know why I tried to do it, and I can't remember what happened, but I just remember being told off about it. It's a mistake I made. It's not one that I really regret. I thought it was quite funny at the time, and I thought I was really smart. It was going to be my little pet, and I was going to look after it, and it wasn't going to die, it wasn't going to run away, and it was just going to sit on my desk in this little pot that was dark and you couldn't see anything. It's probably going to die just from lack of light and lack of oxygen because it was a sealed pot. But I didn't think about that. I was about 6, maybe even younger, and I thought it was quite funny, and I wanted to keep it as a little pet, and it was going to love me and it was going to look after me, because all we had were fish. And then we got a rabbit and guinea pig. I think my parents got the hint that I needed a pet, but that insects weren't the way to go. But yeah, another mistake I made. So many mistakes, there's probably a lot more than 19. Another mistake I made, that's not really a mistake, but some of my first YouTube videos, if you go back and if you scroll down on my list, I haven't been doing YouTube that long. There aren't that many videos to go through. But if you look at my Christmas eye looks, I don't know what I was thinking. None of them are good. I don't think there's a single one on there that I think, wow, Jess, that is amazing. Even my first ever video is better than those looks. I think I was trying, because I was trying to do one every single day instead of like one a week or one every other day. I was trying to do one every single day, and it was really difficult to think of what I wanted to do, and the things I wanted to do I couldn't actually do. I think I could, like, maybe that'll be a video. Maybe I'll try and recreate one of those videos a bit better than I did back then. But I look back at it and I think, what a mistake. Why did I upload them? I would have been better not uploading them at all. Then no one would have seen that. And then I wouldn't have to admit to it on camera. But since they're there for everyone to see, and I'm probably never going to private any of my videos, that was uploaded. So everyone can go and see what a mistake I made back then with all my green eyeshadow and my white eyeliner and my black eyeliner that was just a line and a line across my eyelids. It wasn't a good look. Another mistake I made, or have been making for quite a while on my like hauls, if you've seen some of them, is buying clothes online, because you can never tell what material they're made of, how thick, how thin, how good quality they are when you buy online. The amount of times I bought maybe £250 worth of clothes and 150 of them, £150 worth of clothes, or maybe even more, have been sent back because they don't fit, they don't look right, they don't look how I envisioned them on me as they were on the model, or they're really thin materials so my bras show through, or they're really short, or they're too tight. It's a big fiasco, and then you have to send them back and wait for the refund. I'd rather, which I'm doing on Friday, very excited, go to Bluewater and do a massive shopping trip every 3 months or something like that. Instead of buying clothes every single month, going and doing a big ass shopping trip once a month, maybe once every 3 months, something like that, is amazing. And you can try on the clothes and you don't have to return them. Or you do later if they really don't fit, but at least you have a chance to try them on, see what they look like, try them on with other clothes, instead of just getting them in the parcel and be like, oh look, loads of clothes, I'm so excited, and then being so disappointed when you open them up. So I suggest, if you have the time, going into a shop and actually trying on clothes is better than buying them online and hoping for the best. That's a mistake I've made quite a few times. If you can look back in my videos, there are some clothes where I open them and you won't see a try on video for them, because it fitted so badly that I couldn't actually show it on camera. It'd be demonetized and I look like a stuffed, you know, one of those sausages like this with the wraparound string and everything in some of those outfits. We are now 4 from the end. I'm so excited. Got 4 more to go. So another mistake I've made quite a few times is trying to wear trendy clothes. So like your crop tops with your jeans and your high heels and hardly wearing anything on your top half and just looking really nice, and then realising that it's the most impractical thing, and you leave the house because it's England and for some reason sometimes in the summer it's like -2 and in the winter it's like 15 or 20, end up freezing your everything off because it is so cold or uncomfortable. And I've learned that comfort is better than being trendy, and that I'd rather look like this and feel comfortable and warm. So trendy is not always the best way. I can guarantee every single person in the world has done this. Opening your eyes underwater when there's chlorine and getting that burning, stinging sensation in your eyes, nose and ears and mouth and all round, and your head just feels like it's burning and your eyes feel like they're dying, and you get out of the water and you look like you've been scalded with like acid because your eyes are so red, and you're just... Big mistake. Even though I used to swim, it used to be with goggles, and it still is. I can't go in any water without goggles or closing my eyes. I can't open my eyes in any amount of water. It just hurts. And I can guarantee it's a mistake you've made too. Another mistake, and it's also a hint for people that don't know, that might be as stupid as I am, using safety scissors to poke a hole in a piece of paper. I did this about 4 times at secondary school. This is secondary school safety scissors. They're not sharp at all, they're blunt at the end. But if you get a piece of paper and you stab it, you're going to stab your hand. And in my brain that didn't quite compute as to what was going to happen, to the point where I ended up with like marks in my hand from stabbing through bits of paper. What do you think was going to happen? Even when they're closed, you end up, with the sheer force of the scissors, you're going to end up, I keep going, you're going to end up poking your hand and making it bleed. So, quick warning, safety scissors are not as safe as they say they are, and use them wisely as cutting implements, not stabbing implements. Going out with Callum. It's not a mistake that I think it is now, but when I first thought about it, I thought it was going to be a big mistake because he'd just broken up with his girlfriend. We hadn't really got to know each other apart from our 12-hour shifts together at a McDonald's, which is not the best place to get to know someone. You can't really judge character at McDonald's. And he said, we met up in a field and we sat and chatted for 5 hours, and I thought, this is amazing. And then he said, meet me at the train station. And I said, where are we going? And he went, you'll find out. Which is the creepiest thing you can ever say to someone, ever, is just to meet someone at the train station. I don't know where I went. I went, but now I look back and go, if that was me today, I probably wouldn't have gone. If I knew what I knew today, I wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have met him there. I would have been like, you have to tell me where we're going. I'm not meeting you at the station until we know. But now, obviously, I love him so much. We're nearly coming up for our 2-year anniversary, and this is turned into a soppy video, not a funny video. But who cares? It's coming up to our 2-year anniversary in May, and I'm so happy. It's not a mistake anymore, but it felt like one to begin with because I had no idea what I was doing. This is the longest relationship I've ever had. My longest other relationship was a month, and even that wasn't that good at all. But yeah, I'm very happy. And I'm 19! Okay guys, so that is the end of my video. I hope you've all enjoyed it so much. Thank you for spending my birthday with me and for celebrating with me. I hope you all have a piece of cake tonight just to indulge yourself. It might not be your birthday, but it's always a day to celebrate. I had so much fun filming this video. I haven't done anything like this before with all the inserts, the images and some funny bits. But I hope you got to know me a bit more and the mistakes that I've made. And yeah, I'm going to carry on celebrating my birthday. Obviously it's not the actual birthday today that I'm filming this because I'm at work. Boo. But there you go. So if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Comment below if you want to see any other videos, and comment below your mistakes that you've made in the past. Also, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of my videos. Hit that little bell icon just so you're notified when I upload. I try and upload twice a week, but mainly on a Sunday at 7 PM, which is usually like a bigger video about makeup and things like that. But if there are any other videos you want to see me film, comment below, even if they're with Callum, which would be quite fun. But anyway, I'm going to go and celebrate the rest of my birthday, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. This is going to be very sad, but happy birthday to me. No, that's weird. And I've eaten some of that Colin caterpillar cake. So I'm a bit woohoo. Aww, soppy love story. And that actually needs a sorry for.